Before we get this video started, please go and like this video. And you don't even have to go. You can just go down right below this and click it if you have a YouTube account. If you don't, because I know a lot of people have asked me that, you just have to create or sign in to YouTube with your email address that you use for like Google or whatever your platform. And then you can like this video, share it with other people, my channel, tell them, to come on just some wholesome content, to be encouraged, and subscribe to the channel. My goal for the end of this year is 200 subscribers. So I hope we can get there. I know we can get there with you all. So to the video. Hey y'all, hello, happy Wednesday. I hope you had a great day and that you are taking some time this evening to chill out. It's hump day. We made it through half the week, okay? I am so excited, like I said, to be back and just check in with you all. I really have missed being on this platform. But if you followed my social media post and my last video, go check it out. If you haven't, I had to take that time off. And so I'm really happy, again, to just be back. And I'm just gonna jump right in because I am taking a second to enjoy family this evening. And so I don't wanna be here too long, but I really felt this burden, like I shared in the last video, to just share where I'm at right now and my testimony as far as growth and sometimes what it takes in order to go to the next level in your life, to do the things that God is calling for you to do. And so I've kind of thought about this, way to break it down. And that's with kind of how I did my vision board, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, relationally, your social life. And so I'm just gonna do that. And I hope that in the videos that are up next, you are encouraged, because although we are a quarter of the way through the year, which is just crazy, right? Oh my goodness. You still have so much time to really grasp the things that are on your heart to do, and to do them with all your might, and to do it unto God, right? Because He's ultimately going to help you. And so I'm going to start spiritually. This has just been such as I shared with a friend and my therapist, I said, I feel like I've been insulated in these last few months, especially the last 2 months. January started it with consecration and just, really honing in on the voice of God and being in His presence. And, it's so important that we take time in our world of go-getters and get it done by any means necessary. So important that we take the time to be in the face of God, because if we're not, we can lose sight of why we're doing it in the first place. We can lose sight of, the purpose behind. And like I said in videos before, what is your purpose? Do you know what it is? For me, I know that my purpose is people and serving people of all ages. I know that I am a bridge builder and bridging the gap between generations and the disconnects that can sometimes be there. And, sometimes it looks different because people are like, what is that? But I know God has put that in my heart since I was a child. My life has kind of been patterned after the ability to speak to people of all ages. And I really needed to take time to be in the face of God, to say, okay, God, where do you want me to go with this? And all the things you're putting in my heart, in my career, in business, / entrepreneurial efforts, just even in my social time when I'm with people, how do I pour into generations, right? Because I believe that when you live in purpose, it's not just this siloed area of your life. It really blends into everything that you do. And it can be fun, right? While being very poignant and purposeful. And so in my time of consecration from January, it just set me up in February, and of course finishing out this month in March. Every goal that I have set for myself, put on my vision board, I am seeing God literally bring it to pass, and it's unfolding right before my eyes. And I want to encourage you that if you haven't done one, write the vision and make it plain, right? Get before the Lord, ask him to speak to you, right? Ask him to show you, God, what is it that you desire for me to do? And that will include things that sometimes is like, do I really need to do that? I said that in the last video, right? Things that you may not want to do, but you do need to do in order to fulfill what's coming up next. So for instance, one of my things with my intellectual goal was to read a book every month, and God is really helping me, and I'm just pacing myself. I have to pace myself because I am a slow reader. I take a lot of notes. It is just the way that I comprehend. And so I'm like, God, but I know I need to do this so that I can be up on my words, so that I can be up on delivery when I'm speaking to people, so I can be in the know for things that are going on and just the latest books and what's out there, you know? And so sometimes that includes your devotional, spiritual books, and then your financial books, then just your, you know, like people say self-help, you know, getting better books. So it just depends. And I'm going to share that in a post, you know, like every quarter. I think I'm going to do that this year, to just give people some ideas and things that have encouraged me throughout this year. So that's something that I really had to discipline myself. My physical goal to get to the gym whether I want to or not, because some days you're just not feeling it. But when I tell you, God has really been helping me to be like, this is the goal I set, which for me is at least 3 times in the week right now, right? I used to do more, but I'm like, I need to be realistic, smart goals, realistic, and it's really been helpful. And I've seen that happen, right? And I get creative. Sometimes it's at home, sometimes it's in the gym, sometimes it's outside, but you really have got to find what works for you, and don't try to match other people. Just stay in your lane. I say that all the time. If you stay in your lane, there's no traffic. You don't have to worry about somebody else, you know, messing you up, because if you're in your lane, you're paying attention, you're watching the road, you're seeing what's going on, the different things that are coming to you. Yeah, people might try to swerve in and out, but you can be focused and you can know how to adjust so that you don't get off track. So that's like a physical goal. Of course, spiritual. Every morning, in some type of way, form or fashion, I am spending time with God. And you know, it might look different depending on the day. And sometimes it might even be later, but I know that I'm an early riser. And so as an early riser, it's just easy for me to get it in because I literally will go till the end of the night with the way my schedule is set up. And sis be tired, and sis need at least 6 hours. At least 6 hours, because if not, my eyes just start rolling. Right? Okay. So that's another. And even down to my family, like checking in with family, just how you doing, you know? And I try to just be mindful. Have I checked in? Even if it's like, oh, we haven't talked in a while, or even if it's just, hey, I'm checking on you, I don't have anything really to say, I just want to make sure you're good. I'm really trying to be more mindful of that, because that's important, because we are connected to people, and you have to make sure that you're not neglecting people, because we're never created to be an island, and we need to make sure that we're not only building ourselves up, but making sure that our loved ones and our friends and our family are also okay and they're doing well. I'm trying to think, I might have to share, but like on my financial, I check in on that every month, and I try to check every week to just make sure I'm staying on track, which, you know, I am, praise God. But it, you know, it just takes time. That takes time, right? You really got to be disciplined and be like, this is the plan and I'm not diverging from the plan. And so that's been an interesting thing, but it's been working. So I'm grateful. And I can't think right now. I'm trying to like visual. I think there's probably like 2 more that I'm missing, and it's okay. I'm not gonna beat myself up for it. I'll just share it in the next video. But I wanted to come on here and give you that example. You know, I had to write the vision, make it plain, and I see it every single day. Like when I wake up and I say, thank you, Jesus, I see my vision board where I have it situated in my living space. And so I'm so grateful because it's keeping me focused. It's keeping me on track. It's reminding me that I have purpose and I have goals for my life that are God-given, God-designed. And in that, the only way to truly go for all that God has put in me is to do it with discipline. My words for the year were strength and endurance. And both of those things come by disciplining yourself to build the muscles that you need in every area of your life so that you can fulfill everything God's called you to. So I just hope you're encouraged that if you haven't started this year, if other things have distracted you, bothered you, discouraged you, that this will be a message to you, encouraging message to you that you can still do it. So go for it. God is with you. I'm rooting for you. And I just love you all so much. Thank you for your continued support. And I'll see you in the next video.